All right, everybody, we're back with another episode of Nick Wholesales Houses, first pod of 26. Let's go. And you guys are going to really like this one. I'm so excited. I've been begging him to come on, and he hasn't been putting me off. He's just like going on 1 million appointments a day, getting 1 million deals. Well, not 1 million deals, but literally a deal a day. Guy's a freak. Steve Cass, you guys are going to be so excited. If there's anybody that's going to really be able to help you understand how to dominate in-person seller appointments, and Steve Cass, the amount of contracts, he literally has gotten almost a contract a day. So he's the one I want to talk to. I'm so excited. Before we get into the pod, you know the drill. Is brought to you by Renovo Financial. If you need a hard money loan, boom, Renovo. If you need a DSCR loan, boom, Renovo. You want to know why I'm partnered with Renovo? I don't care about any company. I care about y'all. I care about the boys and the girls. They're all leveling up together through my channel. I don't care about any of these companies. But I do know that they give the best customer service. They just do such a great job. And all my boys who have a lot on the line and make a lot of money, they all use Renovo. There's a reason why. So that's why I'm with them. Because for y'all, not for them. So it's brought to you by Renovo Financial. Same thing. It's brought to you by Buy Like Builders. Y'all know Michael Ho. If you're in the Philly area, you know Michael Ho, beast. And one thing that's going to mess you up with your projects is not getting all your materials on time and not having a good plan with that and not knowing what you want. Everyone I know that's super high volume, they're just offloading all that BS to Mike, and Mike is just getting all the materials. He's dealing with all of that. And if there's one person with that I want to partner with, is Michael Ho, because I know he does such great business, and he'll take care of you. That's it. All right, everybody, let's get into the pod. Boom. Everybody, Steve Cass, the boy. What's up, my guys?
We're here. 1 year. That's crazy. That is crazy.
That's super nuts, dude. That's super nuts. It doesn't feel like a year. I feel that flew by.
It's flew, but happy to be back.
Yeah, let's go.
1 year recap.
1 year recap, and everyone is going to be really excited about this. I know I am.
It's
For
crazy.
those who missed the first one, Steve had just left his full-time job as a police officer to do sales for Hall of Fame. And when you're a police officer, you already ripping a ton of deals.
Yeah. And not in the wholesale world.
Not in the wholesale.
This is all new.
Exactly. But flipping a ton of houses. He was on the buy side, and it's been a year since. And you put it all over your social media. You basically did like a contract a day almost. So I'm an acquisitions guy. I know a lot of you are either acquisitions guys or want to be. And this is the person that tell you what to do to win on a seller appointment. Let's go, bro. How was your year?
Crazy. Like, I don't even know how else to say it. Like, and the hardest thing to do is not sound boastful or not talk about, like, but people want to hear numbers. Like, people want to do business with people that are doing business.
Yes, exactly.
So, like, it's not meant to be boastful. I'm not a boastful person. Like, I'm proud. I'm a proud guy.
Yeah.
Dude, I made a life-changing move.
And it paid off, it looks like.
I left the job making, decent six figures to work for someone.
Yes.
And anyone who's entrepreneurial will be like, no, dude, if you're going to leave a job like that, you're not going to work for somebody. But, like, Santini didn't really give me an option, first off. He kind of like stiff-armed me into going. But
you can meet me for a state dinner at 8 o'clock at night, yeah.
And we still crazily talk about that story because we can't believe it got there.
It's so cool.
But, like, I made that move, and it's just as important to him that I'm successful as it is to myself, because he knows he didn't make me make the move, but he was pushing me.
Of course.
So he wants me to succeed as much as I do. If not, he might want me to succeed
maybe a little more.
I mean, he takes care of me. And anyone who knows him, he is like somehow an exception to the rule in a lot of our business. Man. He is one of the most grateful and humble and down-to-earth people that you could ever meet.
Yes.
Even in general, but in our world, how many dickheads do we meet?
Oh, so many dickheads. Yeah,
it's crazy.
And people will change up on you too.
Yeah,
and like
go behind your back.
Yeah, act weird. And he's only been 100 with me since the day. But he's never changed up his energy
because he doesn't care what you make, and he doesn't. And that changed my life. Like he literally will say that to me. Santini will be like, "Listen, I don't like." He doesn't care if you make $100,000. As long as we're making what we're supposed to make, and that was our deal, we're good.
Yeah.
If I'm making 10 and you're making 100, okay. We both brought some different form of value.
Yeah.
He's all about honesty, and he's all about the loyalty side of things. But you're right. I made this life-changing, crazy move, and you know, it paid off. It paid off. I mean, me, him, and Jesse have a very, very good bond, and
bro, it's so clear. Everyone in the area sees it. It's so cool,
and it's I'm very lucky to have Jesse as the COO, and for a couple of reasons. Is one, I don't ever want to do what he does, right? So like a lot of people say like I'm Santini's right hand guy, but really I'm not. I mean, to some degree I am, but because me and him are very similar. Jesse's a full-on operator, and he's the best operator you're going to find in our business. So he knows that me and him combined make a perfect unity.
It's a wrap.
So I don't. He doesn't. He hates sales, and I don't even know if I like sales, but I'm apparently good at it.
Who cares? Yeah.
So it works perfectly. Jesse knows what he does. I know what I do, and then Santini just keeps us in harmony.
Bro, I can definitely vouch for that. I've done a good amount of deals with you all in my life, and once Jesse touches that, then you don't.
It's over. I don't have to worry about anything. I literally hand him a shitstorm, but the numbers make sense, and he makes it clear.
Bro, there's been a couple times where like I've said a scenario. I don't know what to do. I'm just
he said no rules.
Yeah.
He makes it make sense.
I'm beast, bro.
So, you know, it's we could definitely talk about some numbers on here.
Yeah.
He gave me the blessing to do that, but we obviously it's January 2nd.
Yes.
Yeah. So we fully closed out 2025, and you know my goal. I don't think I said it on here because I didn't even know what the fuck my goals were when I was on here.
No, I
didn't know what I was going to do.
Exactly. I could. You're not to blame. I would have thought the same way.
I had no idea, and it went from, you know, I ran 420 something appointments, and I had like 361 contracts. It's like 80-something% conversion, which is stupid, right? And
that's so crazy.
And that's a little skewed because me and Santini bring in so many deals ourselves, but you know, I did myself. I did over $5 million in profit for the company.
Dang.
We did just under $9 million. I was responsible for 5 of that. And when I say I mean that doesn't get done without the team there.
Yeah.
Right. So I might be the one that gets the credit for it, and I'm beyond grateful for that and humbled by that. But there's so many things behind closed doors that make that happen.
Oh, of course, bro.
We go to Collective Genius, and you know, there's 35 companies that are like ours across the country. And I've gone to the last 2 now, and I've met guys that are kind of in my shoes, we're owners, and they'll ask, it's casual, like, you know, what are your numbers? I didn't realize what I was doing until other business owners told me, like, you did that yourself? and I said, yeah, I didn't know. It sounded crazy. I was like, all right, yeah. At the time, I think I did like 3.8 million, and they're like, yeah, like that's what like 3 of my guys do, and I'm like. The guy,
sure.
Like, I mean, I'm not over. I'm still living a pretty good life, and
yeah.
I mean, even Sean, who's a killer closer next to me, you know, he did 3-something million. So
yeah,
it's not like it's you know, the systems work, and they're all working together, and yeah, just I don't want to call it luck because we do make our own luck. I am fully committed on that. We put ourselves in position.
Luck isn't real at all.
But it was a hell of a year. It was
fun. Bro. You've been busy. You've been a busy hunt.
Yeah, I think it was 48 million in total sales.
That's crazy. That's so
I don't know what that puts me on the real estate. Not that I'm an agent. I don't know where that puts me in the levels.
You know what? Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't even care.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like that when you're busy having fun and like making money. And we're making money, obviously. Work doesn't feel like work.
No, you guys have such a cool little thing going on there.
We do.
I don't know even why I said little because there's a lot. There's a lot of you now. Like, oh my goodness.
I don't even know. I've lost count of how many employees we have.
Bro, you guys have so many people. But one thing I want to say, and I am not the only one that I'm sure has noticed this, but like I've been going to the Hall of Fame events for a while, and everyone on Hall of Fame is the same people.
Yeah.
Every year, maybe you'll have some extra people, but it's. People,
we don't leave.
No one leaves. Yeah. That's such a good sign.
It is a good sign. We have culture is so important, Santi.
Yeah.
And Jesse, and you know, the more we grow and the more numbers we do and the more deals we do, it doesn't happen without keeping good people.
Of
course. We pay people what they're worth, and we don't question it. You know, there has been, as the company grows, obviously on the sales side, things are going to change. You do bigger numbers, commissions have to make sense.
Yes.
So they're obviously tough conversations, but as far as a company as a whole, the more we grow, the more everyone else grows. So we have, I forget what we did in 2024. Obviously, I was on the very tail end of it, but we got to be up to 40 or 50%. At least it feels that way.
Yeah.
In 25. And he mentions his goals for 26, and I like put my head down. I'm like, I don't know how we can do this.
Busy.
But he knows I'm all in. I run through a wall for that guy.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, bro, life is good right now. I should. Boy, that's
yeah. Cool. I mean, I'm in debt to him in a good way. You know, he changed my life.
Heck yeah.
And I know
Bro, you changed his too. I know. He so hot.
Yeah. But he.
I think pretty symbiotic. Is that the right word? Is that the right symbiotic?
You're asking the wrong guy. I'm trying to buy houses, dude.
Shame,
I make up words as we'll do this.
There we go.
It's different, but it was very important to me to keep everything. Like I still have some of my best friends are still obviously police officers, and believe me, they bust my balls for everything I do, the social media, but they even after they get it, like my closest ones, they get it. They know I made this change, and they knew it had to be worth it for me.
Oh, bro, 100%. Let's go.
So they're on board with it, and I still see them all the time. But it's important that I keep those friends too, because let's face it, some of the people that we meet in this are like they're not your boys. They're there because what can they get from you?
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a bad way, but it is true. Of
course not. Yeah, I don't even think that's even remotely bad.
No, it's the truth. Like, there's that's business. So like the real ones that they don't give a shit about the money, dude. They don't.
No, yeah.
I had somebody tell me once, like, people are friends with you because X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, yeah, it might be true, but the real ones are there just because they want to be. And the bigger you get in this friggin' business that we have, that everyone's like, it's a dick measuring contest. You realize that you just want to keep your circle as tight as possible and do what you got to do in business. But when you go home, it's done.
I like that. I like that a lot.
That is the real I've come to at the end of 12 months. Like if anything I could do, I just wanted to lock in with the closest friends I have. I can talk to them about things, and Santini is one of them. I mean, we level each other out very well. But I definitely wanted to stay on the field I was on, even though I'm doing all this crazy shit on the side. I wanted to just keep myself where I was.
That's super cool. I actually really think that. I think that's so healthy too.
Super healthy.
And I think a lot of it. I think that's so self-aware, and I think a lot of people get so caught up that they don't step back and take a look.
Cars and the
all the BS. Yeah. I dig that.
It helped though that and Santini will tell you this of hiring talent or A players or whatever he wants to call it. I had a lot of the cool stuff when he hired me, right? I had the shore house. I had the car. I just pivoted my life.
Yeah.
So my focus was only on work. Whereas when you start making real money, anyone outside of, what I'm talking about, what do you want to do? You want to go get the watches.
You want to ball out.
You want to ball out. I already had a pretty good life.
You already balled out.
I got it out of my system. I'm 33, so it's like, I don't get me wrong, I still enjoy life, but like within reason.
Yeah.
And it's easy when your boss takes you 4 times a year to
LA,
we're all walking Rodeo Drive, so I get it out of my system that way. But it's life-changing.
Bro, super life-changing. Yeah, man, good decision, Mr. Steve Cash. Let's go.
When he pays me, and I look at things, and it's not like a paycheck, right? Like it's we get whatever we get, and we might have to edit this part. I don't know.
No, but find out. We get out. Yeah.
But my December commission check is more than I took home as a police officer for all of 2024.
Oh, yeah. No. We're leaving out. We had to. That's super.
That's crazy. I literally was doing the math, and I'm like, I know what I brought. And I was making 120 something thousand as a cop. And obviously you're not taking that home, pension, but what I brought home, my commission for the month of December, in really like 3 weeks, because I was gone for a week.
Yeah.
It was more than
December is only 3 weeks.
Literally. And the holiday, but I was also at CJ. I was in LA for a week. So like it's like 2.5 weeks was more than I brought home all year long as a cop.
And that's
stupid. And that's not me.
That's got to be like crazy in your brain, bro.
I tell my wife is, thank God for her. She's happy. But she's also super grounded. Like you lose when real money comes in.
Yeah.
And you lose track of what's real life. You do. And at least I do, I think. And like I'll be upset if it's like if numbers move a little bit too much, and she's like, "Are you listening to yourself?" Like she is the best thing for me in that aspect. She's like, go fuck yourself, Steve. Like, and walks out of the room. Like, nurse practitioner has like 18,000 years of schooling, and she sees those things and she's just like, get away from me. Yeah, she walks out of the room. So, the money's cool and all that, but winning is so much more important. And if people focus more on winning, money will come.
Yeah,
just fucking win. Like, just go out there and get it, and the money will naturally come.
That makes a lot of sense that you say that. Because
it's so true.
I feel like if you were super concerned about the money, you wouldn't have been able to have so much success. It's very clear. You just fit in. You're just worried about winning the point.
I just want to win.
Bro. That's
I don't. The money will come.
Yeah.
Like, I know in 5-10 years, if Santini came to me and he's like, yo, we're selling this thing, I'll make my money then. Like, I know without a doubt, I'm one of the driving forces behind the growing this thing.
Yeah.
I know without a doubt he would take care of me. So I know the more I win, the more he wins, the more the company wins, the more everyone else wins. That equals profit. Yeah. So I just focus on winning, and I just want to fuck up the competition.
Yeah.
And I literally just like, that's what drives me.
This is who you guys are losing the appointments to.
Dude, I'll actually tell you, that's a good story.
Yeah.
After I saw you last year, I went to a house. I'll say where it was. It was in Vineland, and this is so bad. There was competition on this house.
Yeah, of course.
So we made $80,000 and an $80,000 assignment on this house. So obviously it's a higher end assignment. I knew there was people. I was the last appointment to go. I didn't know I was the last one. I just happened to be the last one. So there was a competitive company, or one of our competitors, inside the house. I didn't know who it was at the time until the kid walked out. Well, I may or may not have perched myself under the window and listened to his whole sales spiel. And I listened to what he did well. I listened to what he fucked up on. And he walked out, and I passed him, and I was like, you're fucked. And I walked right in that house, and I got it inked right on the spot. Because I knew it. I did what I had to do for my company to win. I'm not saying actually, I don't think it's dirty at all. He spoke, and I beat him. And I went in there, and she signed 25 minutes later. And we sold her for, I think it was like $82,000 more.
Fire.
And what I don't want to say too much, because I don't want to give my hints away to these guys that that are also going in there. But keep in mind, we're going in 4-1, right? If I go in 4 appointments, maybe I have competition on 1. We're spending 3 times more than anyone else.
Yeah, I saw on the net. You guys have very high cost per.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're spending crazy
cost per deal. Yeah, exactly. For y'all, it makes sense. It's different.
Yeah,
that's another conversation.
Yeah, so it's when I went in there, I knew what he had said. I know what these. We can get so much more deeper and creative than anyone else because Santini's not scared to spend money, and we were reminded of that every month in marketing.
We're reminded.
Our cost.
Yeah, that's so gangster.
It's so true. It's like we know. Like, I can see it in his face every morning. Like, when we have our huddle, like,
yeah, we're spending money.
We're spending money.
Something.
But he's the first one to tell you he's happy to spend money on as long as we're getting our returns.
Yeah,
and we are every month. But there are times where it's like marketing's underperforming, so me and him step up corporate. Corporate there's the word we use for any deals that me and him bring in. So if you call me and you're like, yo, I got something in South Jersey, can you hit it for me?
Yeah,
that's a corporate deal. Our marketing.
Okay. So I look at those as 2 separate things as well. You guys just
call corporate.
Very cool. Ooh, I like that.
So I think me and him together did $1.7 million in corporate deals.
That's so cool.
They cost us $0.
The best.
The reason you have to separate that for anyone that's running a business out there is you have to separate that because your KPIs will be completely skewed.
Yeah.
So those corporate deals, you're a relationship, right? That cost me my time. It cost me no money. But marketing, whether it's PPC or mailers, that we're talking thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's our cost. That's the cost. So my goal is to raise that. I would love to do $3 million in corporate. I mean, that's our margins are huge.
Well, your margins are just technically just profit.
Just profit, right? It's very little margins.
Oh, I'm huge fan. I'm doubling down on it this year.
Right. I mean, if people would focus more on relationships and what they're building, instead of just locking on the KPIs. Like, you have a team to lock in on your KPIs. Right? I have 4 stud lead managers that are locking on those KPIs. I have another closer, Sean, who does an excellent job. I mean, he really focuses more on. We focus both on marketing, but he's locked into the marketing. That's his bread and butter. Whereas, the relationships, like guys like you or Danny Diamond.
Y'all do a ton with him.
I mean, but that didn't happen until I got there.
Yeah.
So I had to build trust with him, and me and him can gladly speak freely. We don't count each other's money. But the one thing I think really changed all that was just spending the time to learn who you want to do business with. Hall of Fame can pick and choose who we do business with. So if you come to me and then you lie to me on the first deal, it just happened. We had this deal in Stratford. He promised us the deal. We locked in a number. We did a finder's fee agreement. And then he put it on Facebook the next day. And I'm like, why would you waste my time? So Santini doesn't get firm much. He got firm on this one. He's like, that's a horrible way to do business. You'll be out of business soon. Yeah. And he's new to the game, and he very much caught himself because he brought us the deal. He wanted to do business with us. And then he tried to make an extra like 10 or so grand. I'm like, if you need the extra money, just tell me. If I can do it, I'll do it. Yeah. So we gave him an extra $5,000. He was thrilled. And we made whatever we made. It doesn't matter. It was a deal. But they're like, why? Just be honest. You don't have to remember your lie. Just fucking come to me.
Bro, that's 100% true. I managed this restaurant a million years ago.
I remember you telling me that.
I was in college, and I had them in. One day, there was a dad and a son that owned it. And the dad once told me, Nicky, and you can do all you got to do. Be honest, and then do what you say you're going to do. And it's tough not to be successful. And it's like, bro, it's really the truth.
It is. So all of those things, everything is kind of going par of the course. As far as the business and the relationships and the money and the success of the company has really come full circle in the last 14 months or so.
That's so cool, man.
It is.
You're busy, dude. You're busy. You have a lot of appointments.
I like being busy. Busy makes the day go by faster. My wife will probably say she would rather me be a little bit less busy.
Of course. I think that's natural.
You know what's funny? I don't hear many guys say that on the. I mean, I know you have guys and girls, but I'm surprised you don't have more guys lock in on the fact that it is so important to have a good significant other.
Yeah, you know what? Not that many people talk about it other days, for real.
No, it's so wild.
You did it last time, too, and I thought it was super gangster.
Yeah, I forget.
You talk about
I'm not even sucking up to you, Brie, if you're watching.
No, I remember, because I went home and I was like, yo, Samantha, I like this bull Steve and his wife. They're
so
similar to us. It stood out to me when you did it last time.
Like, and she keeps me, she keeps me humbled. She keeps me grounded. She can spend some fucking money, but she definitely keeps me grounded.
Yeah.
I don't, if you don't have someone that is okay with, like, we grind.
Yeah.
Like I get up from a nice dinner to take a phone call, and she might not like it, but she doesn't. She does. She accepts it. I mean, and when she doesn't, I know there's a reason. Like the one-off time that she looks at me like, answer that phone and try me. Yeah. Okay. But it's so important for guys that are a little bit younger than us, that, or even our age, that you're starting something new. Like, you need somebody to support you. You need to come home to someone that supports you.
Fact.
And because on those bad months, we all have them. You need somebody to pick you up.
100%.
So I'm shocked that more guys don't come in here and say that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird.
I agree. I actually very much agree. And I will say, though, at the same time, to counteract that, you have to be someone that's supportable. Steve is so supportable. So that's your scenario. Me, I'm a supportable guy. If I say something, I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, right.
Like, to a psychopath level. And so people like us are very easy to support. Some of these guys may not be as easy to support.
And the thing about how many personalities are in our business, right?
Yeah.
Like, you see, like, the South Jersey real estate game is just like social media. Like, you see it all.
Yeah.
It's very much out there. So you have to come back to real life and be like, we're just guys doing real estate, dude. Like, that's
we're not doing anything.
Like we are not
real estate. We're just doing sales.
Yeah, we're just doing sales. At the end of the day, like, you might be the biggest flipper, and you might be the biggest builder, and you might buy the most land, and you might do this, and this.
Good for you guys.
Great, that's great, and I'm so happy because most of them are friends.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we're all doing the same thing, just taking different avenues.
Exactly. I like that.
So we're all on the same highway. We're all going as fast as one another. It's just you took exit 6 and I took exit 7.
Yeah.
So I think it's cool to see how South Jersey is developing into this very competitive real estate market, especially in the investor side.
South Jersey is crazy. It's so different in South Jersey. It really is, because I'm also in PA, a little Delaware too, and South Jersey's guys are so different.
Delaware's another animal. You couldn't pay me to do sales in Philly.
It's so different.
I wouldn't do it.
It's different.
Yeah, there's not many things I'd say no to Santini about. And he knows he wouldn't have me feel. It's different. It's different. It's so important that you're good at where you're familiar. Yeah. So like I can go to it. I just left the house in Magnolia before I came here. I know that's Triton School District. I know it's a blue collar area. I know what the houses sell for, and I don't have to look.
Yeah.
So like that makes me more credible in these appointments. And that's the other thing. Like, I spend a fuck ton of time on these appointments. Like, I'm not the guy that walks in and looks at his fucking clipboard like a solar salesman. No, if I can sit on their couch, I will. If I'm not going to get like bed bugs,
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, well,
yeah, if I can.
Yeah, all right.
And I'll listen. I don't really drink beer. I've had a beer with a seller. I'll do what I got to do to get it done. And especially when Santini, if I call him, like I'll always walk out, break the deal down, call Jesse, call Santini, or just talk to myself. I'll do whatever it takes to get it done, especially when he's like, don't leave that house without a contract. Well, I ain't fucking leaving. Yeah. He hasn't said it to me much, but he said maybe 3 or 4 times, and 2 or 3 of those times I got it. But it's you want to do well. You want to do well for guys like that. You want to perform at least.
Oh, of course. Well, bro, let me ask, how long is your average appointment?
I would say if it's a good appointment and it's a qualified lead, and I think there's a deal to be done, I could spend anywhere from an hour to 4 hours.
Okay.
So average on an average appointment where I'm getting a contract signed, I'd say hour 45 to 2 hours.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a grind. Like, it's not the grind like where I'm not picking up a shovel. Like, I'm not getting dirty, but it's hard to talk to somebody for 2 hours that you just met. Like, you do a podcast, like, you know who you're sitting here with, and sometimes it's hard to have a conversation for 40 minutes. So, you're mentally drained at the end of the day, but it's a whole different mental. It's not like the guys out there that are like linemen and working on roads. Like, that's fucking work. You're grinding. My grind is mental, and emotional, but you said it in one of your episodes before that the money that you can do in sales and real estate it's almost fake.
Yeah,
it feels fake.
Yeah,
I don't know how else to say it. It literally feels fake. So it's, I would say 2 hours is an average, very, very good appointment for me.
Okay, that's longer than mine, dude.
Yeah.
In a perfect world, my appointment is like 10 minutes, but in reality, my average appointment is about an hour.
Yeah,
it's about an hour.
On a good appointment. Even an average one?
A mid one,
okay.
Maybe even 40, still like 45. These people just talk to me, and I'm cool with it.
You got to do it. I mean, that's part of it. My longest appointment on the year was a deal in Lakewood, and it was like some form of like a novation flip.
Okay.
It was over 4 hours.
I
wasn't leaving at that point. Like, I got to the front door at 2 hours, and I'm like, why am I leaving? I've already been here for 2 hours. Like, I don't have a contract. Like, fuck that. Turned around, sat back at his like bar. I'm like, what are we gonna do? Like, let's get it done. Let's iron it all out. And we did. And I had a Stella with him. Guy was a pain in the ass too, but it was a good deal. I think we made like $38,000. But that makes it worth sitting there for 4 hours. Where am I going to go? Where are you going to go do that for 4 hours?
Yeah.
I never will. The guys at Wawa pumping gasser, like they would, you know what the people would do to make that kind of money in 4 hours? They run through that fireplace, so I never lose sight of that.
Oh wow.
So and I think it's very important for guys in our positions that do sales and buy and acquisitions. Don't lose sight of how important the dollar really is. If you do, I think you lose yourself in sales that way.
Okay, yeah.
If you're making too much and you think you're special, you lose how you can level with people that you're walking into you're buying their biggest asset, generally speaking. So you can't lose that. So I didn't think I'd go there with you, but there we are. We're going.
Oh no, go there. I dig it.
Yeah, I think if we're focusing on the sale, I imagine the people that will watch us are guys that either do what I do or want to do what I do, or we're just interested in what we do.
Yes.
What we do is a version of sales, but I always say it's kind of like reverse sales. I'm trying to buy something that you have, and I want you to allow me to do so.
Yeah.
So, it's not like I'm selling you like a plumbing job or a solar. So it's different. I'm trying to buy that cup. Are you going to let me buy that cup?
You're trying to get them to sell you.
Exactly.
That's what takes time. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You're going to walk into some deals and they're just distressed as hell, and they have to sell and blah, blah, blah. But the ones that are like, I don't really have to sell, or there's 7 other companies behind you, what makes it better? Like, what makes you better?
Yeah.
So if you can sell value and you can take your time and not be pressured, because I'm not which is crazy when you look at the numbers. I'm not a pressuring type. I just build so much rapport that they feel like they have to sign with me. Like, I've given them so much, they have to give it back to me if they're actually ready to sell.
Yes, and that is the key. They're ready to sell.
Yes, if they're ready to sell. I'm like, if they're not ready to sell, it's like trying to sell coffee to a person that
there's no point.
Or drink coffee. There's no point. But if they're ready to sell, or 80% ready to sell, and if money is the only detour, I'll get through it every time. Every time. Because I'll make it so easy for them. I'll sell the value, and I'll sell what we do and why we do it better than anyone, as far as I'm concerned. And that's why we buy as many as we buy. That's why we do as many transactions.
Yeah.
We did over 500 transactions.
That's so many transactions.
It's crazy.
What was your average assignment?
So, I could say.
Okay.
My average assignment from marketing was right around 35,000. I think it was 35 or 37,000.
Jeez, that is very good. You don't hear people often say in the 30s. It's usually a number in the 30s.
Yeah.
Above 30 is definitely.
I want to say it's 36 or 37.
I feel like super rare, even for big companies. Maybe you tell me if I'm wrong. But that's
no. I think in reality we probably should have another closer.
Okay.
And I think that to humble down the numbers a little bit, Sean and I, who run 50-50 marketing appointments, and then I do my corporate stuff with Santini, we probably could have a hybrid closer that could run 20% of our appointments. So that kind of makes our numbers better than they are because we get pick of the litter, right?
Yeah.
And that's why even Sean, who does only marketing, is still doing in the 3s, right? I don't know what his average assignment is, but it's not far off from mine. I think he's just under 30, maybe.
That's so cool. Think about how many 30 pieces you do, and I'm not doing it. That's my average assignment is not in the 30s, and they're doing so much high volume. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think I had. I'll have to look, but I want to say I had myself 24, 25 closings in December. Just me, not the company, just me, part of the company.
No, but now, they're not all wholesale deals. You guys are also doing flips.
Yeah.
You guys are also doing wholesales or they're takedown.
Novations, hotels.
Yeah.
We really don't do as many novations as I thought we would do. We do novations.
I think it's kind of messy. And it's
so messy.
If you're really well capitalized like you guys are, I think it's kind of
just take it down.
Just fucking buy that.
Yeah. As long as the numbers make sense.
Yeah.
Novations only make sense when you can't get the buyer any lower, or if they know if they really know what they have and they have the assets to make it what it is worth.
Yeah.
How can I can't fight that one off.
No.
But you're right. I mean, we'll flip, but we generally flip what we can't sell, right? So we generally flip some of our not best deals, but they're just good enough. So if I buy a deal in Magnolia for $200,000 and we dispo it, while it's under contract, and we're getting offers for 205 or 208 or 192, that we're at the top of the investor threshold. So we either are going to have to cancel that deal, which I do not do. I might have canceled 2 or 3 deals. I hate to do it because I don't want to build that much rapport and then cancel. Or I hate it.
I have done it.
It's hard.
And it hurts.
It hurts.
Giving them the EMD makes it feel better, but it
still hurts.
It hurts, bro.
So, I would say we probably double close more than anyone, right? So we are actually buying, even if we're going to wholesale it, we still buy it. I would say we were double closing 50% of our wholesale deals, maybe more. I mean, and we're lucky to have the private money we have, right? We have raised so much capital, and obviously, all of us give back to the company. We're very good that way. Most people are so focused on the assignment clause and the assignment contract that, you could take the assignment clause and rip it up. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll buy it. If the numbers make sense, I'll just buy it.
You just want the deal.
I want the deal. So that $2,500 it costs to double close, whatever. It's another deal. It's a TC fee.
You making 30 racks. Maybe you don't care.
Okay, now I'm making 27.5.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the next one I'm going to make 42.5 to make up for it. I just want to. It's more important to make something than nothing.
Yeah.
But what I did realize in the last year is making. You've said this before, making a $10,000 a deal for a company our size is very difficult. Our leads cost so much. When you break it down. I'm not the owner of, obviously, Santini is, but he's not making much on a $10,000 assignment. If anything, you might be losing, depending on what the lead source was. So it's important to remember that. If we had every assignment at $35,000, that is exactly where we need to be.
Yeah.
So for the company to run proper profit margins.
Yes.
$35,000 assignments would be perfect. Hard to do across the board.
Hard to do. Have you added some flips though? Added some wholesales? Way easier to get them.
Hotels are people underestimate hotels so much. Such a good. If you have a little bit of capital, a couple $100,000, hotels are so good. They generally make the most profit margins, but wholesale is always going to be our bread and butter. It is. That's what Santini has built. That is what it is. That's quick cash conversion. That's our model. but we will flip, and we will do things that nobody else is doing. So it gives us an edge. Yeah. And no one else is really going to take the time to build what we've built.
No.
And like,
forget my language on our balls.
Right. and like, no one's going out and stealing someone like me who had this like a normal, good job.
Yo, what a good find Santini had with Steve.
I didn't even believe it. I swear to you, like I was like, dude, you want me to do what? Like, that's not me. I'm not that guy. I don't even know how to do that.
Yeah, but he knew you were.
He knew.
I know.
He says it all the time. I said, that makes you a better closer than me because I signed up for something I didn't even know what the fuck I was going to be doing.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, but he knew.
He knew. So, good for him, I guess. I mean, good for him. Good for me.
Good for all of you. Heck yeah.
So that's where we're at now.
So how many appointments you did? Well, you did the 400 something.
Yeah, I can actually. I'll pull it up with you.
Yeah.
So let's look at it. I just got my guy send it to me. So we did. I'm going to post this on Instagram when we're done. So my recap. I had 321 contracts on 429 appointments.
Bro, that's crazy.
48 million, just over 48 million in sales. 197 houses sold on the year. Over 5 million total profit for myself. 5 million was my goal. Everyone laughed. And we had our Q1 quarterly was down at Santini Ocean City House.
Yes.
And everyone, like, we talk about our goals for the year. And I had been with the company for, 2.5 months at the time. And I was like, literally, my goal was, I'm going to do 5 million. And when I said that, people, literally, like, I heard people I'd worked with.
Heard people chuckle.
They chuckled. They're like, yeah, okay. And
you were like, oh, all right.
It came down to the wire. Like, I did 5.006. But
yeah, but you did over 5. Let's go.
Shout out to Gina and Steph for that because, I mean, the whole team, but my two transaction coordinators, Gina and Steph.
Oh, they're great.
Not only are they great, like I had to like pep talk them a month ago. I was like, listen, I need to do like 680 this month. That's a huge month. Like that's just me. That's what I needed to cross 5 mil.
Yeah.
And I went to them and I said, I will do whatever you guys want to do. I'll take you to Fiorella. We'll go out to the spa. We can go to the Four Seasons. Whatever you want to do. Just help me.
Yeah.
And they did. They got it done. And it took it every second. Like literally we got it done on New Year's Eve.
That is cool. What's up, Brad?
We closed 3 deals on New Year's Eve to push it over.
Oh my goodness.
So shout out to them. They very much deserve it as much as I do.
Facts. So, wow.
And this is the stuff that when you see how much business we're doing, it brings more business, which also feeds them.
Yeah.
I say that on appointments. I have 20 mouths to feed. So like it's on me to get that deal. So like it's not just personal. Like I got to feed that guy, and he has a new kid, and one of our guys just had a third baby. Like it's up to me to feed his family. Like they can only set me up so far. So
yeah,
that part is personal. Like I have to do my best every single day. And if you treat it like that and you take it that serious, you'll do 5 million a year.
Hey, you do well, bro. You do well.
Yeah,
man. So more than 50% of your appointments you're getting locked up, bro.
I don't know how. That's crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
Corporate definitely.
You better, dude, if you're sitting there for 2 hours.
Literally, dude. When I left, the one that was 4 hours long, I was cooked. It was in Lakewood. Like I was all the way up.
Okay,
like,
that better have been a banger fee. I hope so.
It was like $38,000.
Okay,
which is
still really cool.
It should have been more for how much we dealt with it, but
should we double your average?
Literally. I called Santino. I was done that. I was like, I want more on this one. I was kidding with him. But
yeah,
we have it. We really do it. We have it down to a science, and I think it's from a business standpoint. From like anyone watching this, it's so important to just pay your people what they're worth and do good business and hire A players. Like if you know it's going to rock your culture, like he just told me this today, like any changes we make, it's going to change your culture. And for what we do, culture is so important. You have to be bought in. So like hire the guys that are going to change your culture for the better. Yeah. Don't hire the what ifs. Like don't hire the guy that might be a little too vocal, might be a little too opinionated, or might be not opinionated at all. Like you don't want to hire. I tell Santino, I'm like, you didn't hire a yes man. I'm not going to just yes you to death. It's your company, and I will always respect what you say. But that's why he has me and Jesse.
Yeah,
we're an odd number, so like 2-1, 1-2, whatever the breakdown is, and he obviously again has the final say. But we have a very good understanding of one another, and we're all different. So
which is really cool.
Which is it's uncommon.
Because every seller is different too, so it's perfect.
Right. So we get down to the nitty gritty, and we just make it work. Somehow, some way, we make it work.
That is cool, man.
Yeah.
I love it. Damn, Steve. Well, more than 50% of your employment. Very crazy. You're a crazy guy. That's amazing.
And I got the driver now.
Yeah, I like that. You see Steve for the driver?
I know. That's because of you.
Thank you. That's awesome. Give me my little credit.
That is because of you. I was infatuated when you told me you were a driver.
Hey, life changing.
Crazy.
For what we do.
Yes. Yeah. When just for clarity, like for everyone, when we say we have a driver, it's not because we like
are trying to be like,
we're not trying to be a guy. Like I drive a Ford Maverick. Like that's my work car, right? Like
I got a Hyundai. You know what I mean? My driver has a Honda Fit. Like exactly. I'm not trying to be like super gangster, Mr. Baller. And that's it. That's not what it's about.
It's just I lose all that time in the car.
I was oh my God, how much you were doing and driving, I was thinking to myself,
it's not safe.
One, it's not safe. Two, what a freak that he's able to do all that, by the way. Oh, my goodness. They've been not going to drive I'll take all the deals.
Like, so we hired my dad. And what better driver than my own father?
Oh, so cool.
So I have
what a good retirement job.
I know. He'll never retire.
Well, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, at that age, it's a perfect job. You know what I mean?
He drives me 3 days a week or more if I need him to, but 3 days a week is what we try to do. And he's thrilled because he gets to spend time with me. I get to spend time with my dad. He's trying to navigate the GPS. My dad's older.
Yeah.
So he's old school as could be. Looks like Tony Soprano. Like, where's the fucking thing? And we get into these, like, not fights, but, like, fun arguments. I'm like, Dad, it's a GPS. Just follow the line. He's like, no, you got to take this way and this way. I'm like, Dad, just follow the GPS.
I got to be here on time, dude.
I got to be here on time. He's like, I'm telling you, you go this way, it beats traffic. Has no idea. And he does know what he's doing, but, like, we're in Trenton. He has no idea what he's doing. Yeah. So that part's been fun. So we stole that from you,
bro. Let's go. I love that. I bet how nice is that?
It is a luxury. Anyone who says it's not a luxury, it's a luxury, but it's also not easy to work out of a car sometimes. Like I don't know about you, like I get overwhelmed almost. Like so, I'll have to go sit in the front sometimes just to get like out of the back seat.
Okay.
Like I have that desk set up in the back. Maybe if I had like an Escalade, like if I was rolling around like that. But dude, I put 23,000 miles on a brand new car since April 16th.
That's wild. Yeah, you're spending so many road hours.
It's crazy.
Hours, oh my goodness. I bet the first month you guys were cracking up laughing how much money you made extra money you made having a driver.
That's why I've never heard Santhony or Jesse ever even joke about it because they know that there is a return on investment.
Oh my goodness.
What it costs us, it's my car. Obviously I'm paying the gas. I'm just asking for your time. Like just drive me around.
Yeah.
So it's my dad.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win. I get to help my dad. You know, not that he asked, but like it's cool. It's still my dad.
Bro, what do you mean? You get to hang out with your dad every single day. Bro. Yeah. That's so cool. That's amazing. I didn't know that. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's my dad.
Oh my goodness, that is.
I know. I got to do a video with him driving me around.
Yeah.
On that, like social media. Like, you know better than anyone. Like social media, everyone will downplay it a little bit and talk about it, but you know how much money like social media can make you? It could be your best marketing source.
It's right. You know that I know.
it blows my mind, and everyone does it a little bit differently. There's wholesalers that do videos that, to me, make absolutely no sense, but they're doing it.
Yeah.
I don't care what you're putting out there, and I'm going to change my approach. I think, because I don't want it to come like anyone who knows me, it's like I don't ever want it to sound boastful, but we're doing so much damn business that it sounds boastful. Because it's more than anyone else. I don't want it to come off that way anymore.
I'm sure it's a little. It's confusing to you. It is. Yes, I could see how that would be confusing.
Yeah, like I'm doing that like road to 300 right now. Right, I'm talking about getting to 300 contracts. How do you say you bought 320 houses this year without sounding like a complete and utter jerk off? I don't want to sound like a jerk off. I just want to show people that it can happen.
Hey.
And I'm super proud that it's happened. I don't come from anything fancy. Like I just watched my dad grind it out for 70 plus years. So I saw what other choices I have.
Yeah.
So I this year in social media, I'm going to very much more focus on more relationships and like agents. I'm going to really focus in on agents and brokers.
There you go.
And I'm going to do like a broker's open. And people don't know what we do. Like that's the biggest hurdle. Like I had an agent completely screw me. Right. I gave him a layup. I should say his name, and I'm not going to say his fucking name. But I should say his name.
I like blasting on it.
I know. I won't blast him. He a very old school agent. Not old school, but like in his 50s. I was dealing with a family. They knew him. And I knew him. He was pretty big time like 10, 15 years ago. Like I didn't know him personally. Like
what is that? I don't know who it is, but that's fire.
He had at one point he had a team and blah blah blah.
Yeah, at one.
He don't have a team anymore because nobody could work with him. But I'm not gonna say his name. I called him. And
You're not telling me off camera. I was so interested. Keep on.
I called him and I said, yo, I don't know you. So I called an agent, a very good agent. I said, can you link me up with this guy?
Yeah.
I literally handed him a great deal on a platter. I said, all I ask is that when you just call me, I'm your buyer. I'll give you 3% on the front, 3% on the back, and I'll pay you 6% on the front because you're going to get both sides. You're going to look like a hero. You're going to sell it right away. And then on the back end, if I flip it, you can list it. Or if I sell it to anybody, I'll get you to list it for them. 9% right there.
Yeah, you're going to walk away with, you're going to make the most money out of any transaction.
It's going to make more than me. And I was going to buy it at what they wanted to list it for.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to you. I backed myself out. I ripped up my contract and I said, just call me when you're ready. So 2 weeks passed by. I don't hear from him. I click on my CRM. I click on the Zillow lead. It was listed, pending. Never got a phone call. So I call this guy and I'm like, yo, like, bro, what happened? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
And I don't. He's not my boy. Like I don't know him, but I'm giving you a picture.
I don't know. He should have thought, wow, Steve is my boy.
Like I'm locking him down a deal. And we had our words, and he really didn't know what to say. He knew
he was a bad boy.
But
bad boy's going to bench.
But I knew at that point, I was like, okay, let me look at the positive of this, or what can I change? And what I came up with is people don't know what we do. And you will make more money with us than you will working against us. We're not going anywhere, right? Like, we're going to grow. And I hope that we do 10 million next year, and then I hope we do 15 million. And honestly, the less you work with us, the more market share we're going to take. So you might as well just help us out, and we'll help you out in return. And that's the way I feel. So what I need to work on is showing that if you have houses that are not traditional or deals that aren't traditional, why are we an asset? So let me explain to you why we do what we do and how we do what we do and how you're going to make more money. It's a win-win. And of course we're going to make money too, but like that's what we put our money into. So my goal in 2026 is to get as many agents and brokers to understand what we do and how it can elevate their business.
Bro, agents are huge. They sleep on it. And I spent my first couple of years wholesaling agent outreach.
Yeah, it's there.
Outreach. And till this day, and I don't do it anymore, the agent outreach as a marketing model, but I made so many incredible friends.
Relationships.
That, bro, I get a deal every month almost from an agent relationship that
for a friend of that agent.
Bro,
it never ends. It's a cycle that never ends.
I get like 1 month from that, and just friends I made from doing it for so long. Agents are great. They're out there marketing too. Don't sleep on the agent outreach.
And it helps that we don't have one avenue, right? We can do a little bit of everything. So if you want us to flip it, I'll flip it. You want me to wholesale it, I'll wholesale it. You want me to buy it and wholesale it, I'll do that. Like there's no middle. Like I'm not just, and that's the difference, right? There's guys who have great agent relationships, but all they do is flip, right? So they're flippers. And then there's other guys that all they do is land acquisition. And there's other guys that are builders. I can do all of it. And I have partnerships that can do all that with us. So you just tell me what you want me to do. And if it makes sense, I'll do it.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer. So that's what I have to really beat down this year. That's a goal for me.
Okay.
I'm not going to put numbers on 2026 because I hope
you probably got to think about it a little bit.
I got to think about it a little bit more. Yeah. And I've said it to him. It's like, I don't even know how we got to the numbers we got to. But something has to change for us to get over that hump again. And I call it, it's not a hump, but it's a hump to me. Yeah. I don't want to do 5 million again. I want to do 6 million. But we're not going to, I know me and the team are not going to do 6 million.
Exactly how you did it this year because you've already tapped it out.
I tapped it out.
Your KPIs probably couldn't get any
I got to twist it around now.
Yeah.
Right? So I have to switch out how we're doing our lead management. I have to switch up how we're doing our sales. I have to switch out our marketing. And that's when I say me, it's a team.
Yeah, the squad. Yeah.
The squad. But I know that if we don't change anything, we might not even get to what we did this year. You have to change. You have to throw variables out there. You have to, elevate. And so many people just do the same thing, and they're content with doing $300,000 a month every month or $200,000 a month every month. And if that's your business model, fine. But I want to do 20 million in 5 years. So how do you get there? When I'm here next year again, I'll see if we get it.
We'll be laughing. Yeah, yo, Nicky.
It happened again. I don't know. But it's a very cool atmosphere, experience, job. It's more than a job because it's all we friggin' talk about, right? But it's cool. It's been fun.
Heck yeah, bro. I like that. Let me ask you. So how many of these appointments are you leaving without getting the contract signed, still getting the deal later. There could have been a cleaner way I could have asked that too. But
no, I know exactly.
Are you getting
speed the lead
after? No. How many contracts are you getting not in person, like after the fact?
So I always say this is that Sean, for anyone that doesn't know him, Jesse's little brother who works with us. Sean is better on the follow-up than I am.
Okay.
Right? So I might get more appointments in person. Like I'll get more deals in person, but as far as a team, I would say if we don't lock it up within 14 days, it becomes warm to us. And I'm not saying we only go after the low-hanging fruit, but if we don't lock it up within 14 days, it becomes warm. But I would say like December was a bad month for me. I had 22 contracts in December. It was that's a horrible month for me.
Okay.
But I was away for a week. Everyone and their mother is sick. Christmas, New Year's. I'm happy with 5 to 8 contracts a week is a good, reasonable goal. If I do less than 5, I'm mad at myself.
Okay. So you need to do
contract
at least
a day.
one a day.
One a day. But my pipeline now is so built up that, I had, on my way here, I had 3 people calling me off-market stuff that one of them will probably become a deal, and there's my deal. So to answer your question, it's variable, but I would say that if it's on the qualified leads, I'd say at least I'm getting half of them back. I think I sent 20 on the 22 I had this month. I sent 25 contracts, so that gives you an example. No matter what, say I went on 40 appointments, only 25 of them were worth me setting a contract, and I got 22 of those 25 back.
Okay.
So I'm not really wasting my time anymore on, if it's not a good appointment, it's not a good appointment. Worth a shot.
Yeah.
But I'm really spending my time on ones that are close enough.
And so what warrants an appointment?
A good appointment.
What warrants an appointment in the first place, and then what warrants a good appointment?
Yeah, so it's funny you ask that, because when we went to CG, one of the guys I golfed with, it's like a sales leader.
Yeah.
He teaches, and what we do is not so much the common way.
Okay.
So we do it a little bit differently, but it's what works for us, and every market's different. But for us, as long as there's some form of motivation, right? So specifically distress motivation.
Yeah.
You want to feel that. I'd like to get an anchor, like a price anchor on the phone.
Prior to the
appointment, which is different. A lot of guys won't talk numbers on the phone. I think that's a huge mistake.
Thank you, Steve. Okay.
Huge mistake. Because you want to, I'm not saying, I could be on Jupiter and you could be on Mars. At least we're in the same solar system.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm okay with being in the same solar system, but I don't want to be in another galaxy.
Yes.
So you can nip that right in the bud. And if your lead managers are good, like one of my guys, like JC, for example, who is the longest lead manager we have, he's not he's very comfortable having uncomfortable conversations, but he does it in a graceful way. Yeah. So if a guy says, I want $200,000, but ARV is $200,000, right, he'll literally say, listen, man, I don't think we're a good fit, and we'll go negative right away. We'll flip the script. And if you go negative quick enough, it should trigger something in that person's brain, oh fuck, we are off here, and maybe you'll get them back. So
I go, oh,
yeah. You either know you lost them or not, right?
Yeah, it's already it's out. Yeah.
So a good appointment for me is motivation, some form of an idea on price. But if you can't get price, just make sure motivation's top tier.
Okay.
Right? I'm leaving here and going to I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm going to a PA appointment.
Oh, okay.
Right across from Trenton, so in Yardley. And
what a great area.
Great area.
Nice. That's worth an appointment.
A ton of motivation.
Yeah.
But no price anchor. And JC came to me this morning and was like, do you want to run this? And I'm like, I listened to he had a 7-minute call. And I listened to it and he did a good job. And I can hear the motivations there.
So it's worth going.
It is. And he asked a very important question for lead managers out there. Ask them, okay, we're not going to talk about pricing, that's fine. But if my closer or, my partner, Steve, comes out there and he offers you a fair number that you think is fair, are you ready to get a deal done today? That's so important. Because if they say no, well, then maybe I won't go today. Maybe I'll go on Monday, because I sure shit don't want to go on a Friday dealing with traffic and New Year's, and I'd rather go home,
bro. Yeah.
But he said, without unquivering, yes.
Then we got.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Now I could go there and he could say he wants $1 million, and I'd say shit. But at least I went.
That is an appointment. I think we look at it very similar then. Okay. Yeah. I had the same thing happen. I don't remember what day, but it was last week. The same thing happened. On the phone, he said everything right on the phone, but he wouldn't give me a price then.
Yeah.
As much as I can get, considering everything. And I said, you know what? All right, my man, I'll see you later today. I went out and fucking saw the appointment.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it. I already signed it. Look at this.
So I'm not saying this is true, but I like to think that no one's going to beat me in person. I literally tell myself that. Like, I will build so much rapport that 90% of the time in person, I build enough rapport to get something done.
Yeah.
But I will say 1 out of every 10 appointments I go on, roughly, I don't mesh well. My style of closing is confident, but not pushy at all. So if I say a number on an appointment and I get a lot of blowback or a lot of fight back, that's generally a negative appointment for me, because I don't want to disagree. I don't want to have any combat or any combative conversations. I want to just gracefully get there, slowly, and done.
Okay.
Like that. The analogy I want to use, I won't use, but like it's slow and steady, and then close.
Okay.
Versus, I feel like so many of you will go from A all the way up, and then they come back to try and get to Z, and it's like, just go straight. Just go A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
Everyone's different. I found what works for me, and it might not work for you, what I do. I tell people that all the time.
Everybody's different. Everyone's personality style is different. How quick are you giving them the number on the appointment? Are you waiting to the end? Is that why you're there for so long?
You're getting some secrets out of me. So, no, I will say, I always, if they want a number, I'm giving them a number.
Yeah.
That is such a critical mistake, and one of our competitors...
Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much, Steve. Thank you so much for saying this out loud to these people.
I know, and I don't know.
It's really true.
It's so true. It's so true.
I have gotten deals from sellers that were great deals. And and sometimes I wonder, Pops, you've been trying to sell this for a minute. How did nobody give you this?
Right.
And I've had so many
it's a no-brainer.
No-brainer. Like, you don't have to be smart to know, I'm going to get a lick. And I've had so many sellers say, you know what, Nick? Nobody ever gave me an offer. I just didn't want to get, and I'm not going to say the number first.
Right.
All right. Then I'm always going to give an offer.
Right.
Always.
So it's one of our competitors. His guys notoriously will not give a number. I'm like, great, actually, fine.
I mean, it's a baller, I guess.
But like they'll go back and they'll like, yeah, we'll drum up a formal offer for you. Everything I do is from a stance of ownership. So Santini gives me that freedom. So even though my deal with him and I as an executive of the company, so I take pride in that I can go in there with a blank check in my pocket, and I treat it that way. Yeah. So if anyone, when I go to CJ and these guys are like, how are you doing what you're doing? What I do is probably not going to work for your closer, but I literally treat like it's my company. And if it's a deal that I would buy as Steve Casamasima, well, it's a deal that I want to buy for Hall of Fame then. Yeah. So that's the way I treat it. But it's like I have a blank check in my pocket. And luckily, Santini's all, he doesn't care what.
You're the kind of guy that you can give a blank check to. So that's all right. You can't do that with everybody. You can't give everyone a blank check.
I don't know if I said this in the last one. I am so open with him, and I'm so trustworthy with him that my joke with him, my sad joke with him, is that he probably knows when I bang my wife. Like, that's how open we are with one another, and it's good that way because, he obviously he's turned into one of my best friends, but at the same time, we have a very, 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 very similar layout on life, right? We have kids the same ages. We have houses in Ocean City together. We are in the same line of business. He is a very sales-forward person. So he loves the fact that I came in and killed it because he's like, he says this, I don't think it's true. He's like, I found somebody better than me. That's his words. I don't treat it like that. I'm just humbled to be there and grateful to be there. But it's very much a better business when you can do it with someone like him and Jesse and the rest of the team. All of our team's great.
Proud. 100%. Y'all, everyone over there is a rock star. It's really cool.
We do have a lot of good talent. So 2026 should be interesting to say the least.
Oh, you're going to kill it, dude. You're going to kill it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how I can even put into words I don't know where it's going to end. I don't know where we'll end in 2026 but I think that we're on such a good path. Yeah. Even if the numbers don't match up to what I want them to be, I know we're doing something good. Like we have a good path. So I'm excited for it.
Bro, you have a great path. You having fun?
So much fun.
You having a ton of fun doing this, dude?
Yeah, it's crazy that this is a job.
It seems like you really love it. It really does.
So it's funny you say that because everybody asks me the same question. Do you miss being a cop? right?
Okay.
So I will, and it has taken me 15 months to concoct the perfect answer to that question. Because I've been asked it so many times.
Yeah.
And the honest answer is being a police officer was so fulfilling, right? So if you were a good police officer, and it was a fulfilling job.
Yeah.
What we do, or what I do now, is it's not that it's not fulfilling. It's just fulfilling in a very different way. It's self-fulfilling. And don't get me wrong, we get to help a lot of people. But at the end of the day, obviously, it's a for-profit company, whereas being a cop, there's no for-profit. Like, if I help somebody out of a car, it's not like I'm getting $1,000 bonus.
Yeah, they're not like, oh, Steve, you're great.
My chief's like, get back on the road.
Yeah.
So it's very different. But I will say the camaraderie of being a police officer and the knowing the guy next to you will take a bullet for you, that is only in that line of work. Right? You're not going to get that outside of the military or being a cop. It's two very different lives. Like, I live two completely different lives. So I will always miss being a cop. I have zero regrets about being a cop. It's just two very different things.
Yeah.
And as soon as I was able to separate them two, and I try not to compare them, it gave me clarity on leaving. But I have taken so much of that police job and brought it to Hall of Fame from a like a leadership standpoint. The discipline side and thick skin, like all that stuff I've tried to bring over as much as I can. And Santini loves it. Like, he would hire 10 cops, no joke.
Yeah.
Like, if we have to hire another closer, he would want another cop.
I think that's really smart. I like that.
Giving out secret sauce.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
Give them out, bro. Give them
all out.
Even if you give them all the sauce, they don't have the resources to handle it. So it doesn't matter.
Santini might have told me that before I came here. Because he said, he was like, I asked him, is there anything you don't want me to say? And he's not that guy. Like, he's pretty open. Everyone knows what we do. But you're right. He concocted a perfect storm. I might be able to tell you, A, and B, but if you don't have C, D.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. That's why, so when you just lay it all out, people can't use all that anyway. They're only going to be able to take a little bit here and a little bit there. Right. So when you just lay it all out, it lets everyone just take what they can possibly take out of it.
Yeah. And
I may try to take it all, but
we want to help people.
Not work. Yeah.
And I want people to see this and reach out to me and be like, hey, I have 2 deals I'm working on. I just can't quite get it closed. And I'm like, yeah, let's talk about that. We should, if all the time I have people calling me like, hey, I have this deal under contract, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Perfect. I'll help.
Yeah.
And how many JVs have we done together, right? So I'll gladly send you a JV. This is what we do. I'll dispo it for you. I'll TC it for you. I'll close it for you. You can use my money. We'll do whatever you want. All I want is the deal. Yeah. And I want to pay you. I want you to make $100,000. I don't care. I literally don't care. But they're the relationships I want. I want to do more JVs this year. I want to get.
Me too. I tried to do more JVs, which is awesome.
I want more finder's fee agreements. I want my friends to call me and be like, yo, this house has been vacant for 3 months, and I heard someone died there. I want that. Yeah. That's I want those calls. So I have to do things like this, and I have to do social media, and I have to let people know what the hell I do to even receive that phone call. So I think a lot of the success that I've had is overabundantly telling people I buy 500 houses a year. That's what we say, because it's true. Yeah. It's easy to tell the truth because it's what we're doing.
Yeah, it's super easy to tell the truth.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. I remember when you were out here a year ago, you're not really super comfortable with all the content stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I left thinking, you know what, dude, Steve, he's a good looking guy and he can talk so concise and well. I really hope he does some content. It'll do pretty well. It was so cool to see you do but you did a good amount of content this year.
I did.
Some guy who said he wasn't super comfortable doing it.
I'm still not. I mean,
it's all right.
It's never easy to talk about yourself, right? I could see her talking about you, and you could probably see her. I mean, you do a pretty good job.
Yeah, no, I learned how to
comfortable.
Do it. No, it was difficult for me at first also. So I'm listening.
You're very comfortable now.
Yeah,
to listen to.
Exactly. Now I feel comfortable. I'll talk about myself.
Yes.
I don't care.
It's not easy because I don't want to be judged, and I don't want to that's real shit. Anyone who just talks, they want people sometimes to think they are someone that they're not. Yeah. I am trying to very clearly say this is who I am. My family is my number one, and why I do what I do, and I want people to realize who I am personally. But it's very hard to do it when you're part of a company like ours, because the numbers are so big and the business is so good, and that the all the things that come with it, it's hard to stay all together with it. So that's what my struggle was. My struggle was not to come off boastful, cocky, any of that stuff. It was just to be like, dude, I'm a nobody from Blackwood who's just putting it all together. Like
maybe I wouldn't say that. Only
you know what I mean.
I wouldn't.
When I say that, I was like, I'm nothing special. Like I didn't come from anything special.
Okay.
I had 2 great parents that loved me up and down, and I had a good home base, but like I didn't come from anything crazy.
Yeah.
Right. So like, this is all great, but like it's important just to when you do social media, just to remember that. Like I'm trying to show people what we really do. And the only way to do that is to really, really show them and talk about the numbers. Yeah. People want to see the numbers. That's what gets views.
Listen, people want to see the numbers. They really do. If you they want the numbers. They want to know what's up.
Tell Santi that all the time.
They want to know the numbers. They're not going to be able to take anything from you in a negative way.
Right.
You give them the numbers, they'll trust you more. Steve really helped me out. He gets his deal now.
Yep.
He gets it.
Yep.
That's my experience. I say everything, and I get so much deals from other wholesalers because of that. And it's never harmed me. It's only done well for me.
I agree.
Again, I'm not doing that. My scenario is different than y'all's, so I'm not doing as much deals. But if I was saying their numbers the whole time, I'd be cracking up laughing. Can you believe this? Someone did 500.
It's crazy.
Cracking up. So I could imagine why it's probably a little difficult for you to say it out loud.
And I'm new to it.
Crazy sounding. Yeah.
I'm 15 months into this thing.
Yeah.
Like it's almost unfathomable. It's almost unbelievable to think that I can sit here and talk to you about hitting some of these numbers, but it happened.
Bro, I'm pretty connected with people, and I don't know anyone who's done as many acquisitions as you. I don't know anyone who's got as many deals. That's so crazy.
I was on that golf course, a beautiful golf course in San Diego, with the guy who owns probably the largest home buy company in Atlanta or outside of Atlanta.
Oh, God.
And he was like mid-swing when the other guy was asking me about my numbers, and I swear to God, he shanked this ball so far right when he heard I was going to do $5 million.
Yeah.
He was like, "You're going to do what?" He's like, "You're going to make what?" And I'm like, I'm not going to make it. He was like, "I know you're not going to make $5 million," but he's like, "That's what you're going to do in profit?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Dude, I don't want my 2 top guys together won't do that."
Yeah. He needs 5 guys to do that. Yeah. You're on the road, my boy. I love that.
Hey, I got no secrets behind that. It's just me.
You know what's so funny? A lot of guys that get into acquisitions and get into this are doing it because, this may sound crazy, it's because they're lazy and they don't want to work hard. And
crazy? Can you imagine?
Well, that's the truth, though.
I know. I know.
And they want to do one deal a month, blah, blah, blah. And
I'll crush you.
It's not even in a volume sense. Yeah, you'll crush them, but
I treat that. You're right. That's what I mean.
Your attitude is just so different. Nothing they're wrong. It's just not the same thing. They're doing this to be lazy.
That's what I mean. And Santini shares that mindset for me. So when you say that they're okay doing one deal, that's what I mean. Is if you're not, I'm not happy doing one deal sometimes a day.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. My mental state is that get out of my way then. I'm gonna just do it.
Yeah.
And that's the way I treat it. And it's not, again, not meant to be cocky. It's just how I motivate myself. I'm chasing who I want to be next year. So how am I going to get there? And then I'm going to just keep doing it until I can't anymore.
Yeah. These guys don't want to put a ton of work in. You're just saying, you were doing a ton of work. You're putting crazy work in every day anyway. You're saying, no, I think I'm going to put in a ton of work. And if you put in a ton of work, this is what happens.
Literally. Anyone can do
cool.
This. It is cool. I mean, anyone would... but never take away from the fact that I couldn't do this alone, right? So I'm not for the people out there. There's a lot of one-man wholesale shows, right? Mm-hmm. Or 2-man, 3-man. I could not do what I do without the entire team. So I just want to make that very clear.
Yeah. You're showing up to the appointment. You're getting in there, and then
I have it on a tray.
Yeah,
it's up to me if I got it on a gold tray or a silver.
You have it on a tray. Yeah. What a good way to put it. It's up to you if it's silver or gold.
Yeah, it's for me to determine how I'm walking out. But it's a team. It is very much a team effort, and everyone at that office knows how grateful. I mean, I said it at the one quarterly, and some people might have taken it the wrong way, but I am. Sometimes you just have to take a deep breath and look around and be like, how good do we have it?
Yeah,
right.
It's really cool.
From being a police officer, walking into horrible situations and walking into the houses we walk into, I come home and I see my kids able to play on a floor that's clean, and meals on the table on a clean countertop, and a wife that's happy with a beautiful car outside, and a clean house, and you know how lucky we are to say those things and to not be crippled in debt, or to say, do you want to go to the shore house this weekend? They're all blessings.
Yeah,
and they're grateful doesn't even cover it. So they're the things I want to never lose. So you got to work hard.
Work hard.
Got to work hard.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to talk about it except let's go to work.
There we go.
Yeah.
I really like it, bro.
Yeah.
Steve, Thank you so much.
Yeah, man, it was cool. Starting the new year.
Bro, this is a good way to start it.
Start it up. We're gonna do 1 year updates. And we got to get the big guy back on here.
Yeah, bro, tell him
I will.
He's got to get it back on here.
I'll drag him out here.
Make him
come
on. You know what? I'm not going to ask him again because I don't want him to be annoyed. How many times? I really want Jesse to come on.
Oh, you should have brought him today. That would have been cool. I'll break. We'll do it. Why don't we do a whole executive team?
We're going to do that. I want to get a couple episodes out of it. I want to say to you, it was better for me episode-wise. I got a couple.
You're right. We'll do one. We'll get one individual.
One as a group and one with the both of us.
Yeah.
That works for me, dude.
Yeah, Jesse would be good. He would be for your viewers that are more analytical, operator focused.
Yeah, bro.
Variable. You know, he's the guy who makes things happen when nothing should.
Yeah, bro. I did a deal with y'all. I did another one around the same size. It's tied to my biggest society, like
the Egg Harbor
the biggest overall spread. You know what I'm saying?
Was the one in Egg Harbor?
The one in Egg Harbor.
Dude, that is wild. We have to tell that story. Okay,
let's tell that story.
Do you know I went to that like a month before you?
Yeah.
Did Santini tell you that?
No one told me that.
I pull in this driveway, and I look at this house, and Dan was my lead manager on it, and I'm like, Dan, did I tell you that like it's basically a shed in the sky? Like it was covered in the woods. Like I couldn't.
Yeah, bro. I drove home in my underwear because I got all these these bugs. I mean, I literally drove home in my underwear. It's asking me at the Shield Vouch for this.
So I called Dan. I'm like, Dan, it was an agent that brought us.
Yeah.
And it was. Can I say the street? I guess it's who cares, right?
Riga's already done. Yeah, say whatever you want.
It was on Riga.
Riga. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Riga.
And I pulled up the house. I'm like, this is not a fucking deal. I'm like, that's a shed. Like it's a tear down. What did we make? Didn't we make like high 5 figures, like together collectively before we chopped it up?
Yeah, it was.
So I'm not perfect. You know how many deals I probably missed? That was an eye-opening deal for me. But to show you the type of person Santini is, he still paid me out on that deal.
Oh, did he? Yes. Yeah, he's so real. That's amazing.
We try to go 1 for 1. So, you know, anything corporate, like anything on the outside, I'm probably on 85% of it. But, you know, I have 2 guys that are basically running full wholesale businesses that bring us almost every deal. So he knows that he puts me on deals like that.
Yeah.
He throws me a boat every once in a while. So loyalty is good there for most of us.
But we did well on that.
We did
real well on that.
That's a crazy story.
We did really, really well on that. You know what? There's something to be said. No matter how, there's a lot of ways to have success and to do well in this business. And like there are people like Steve and people at Hall of Fame, they want to do a minimum of 1 a day. And you could either, and they're doing almost that, like Steve almost did a deal a day for that. Like technically you didn't. Like,
I guess if you back out Saturday, Sunday.
If you back out Saturday and Sunday, he did over a deal a day. He did over a deal a day in Workday, which is crazy. Like, that may not be you, but you could still have success. If Steve wants to do a deal a day, I want to do a deal a week.
You could do 25% of what I did and still make life-changing money.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like, you could have, there's so many different ways to have success in this. And like, you know, don't let that intimidate you either.
Yeah.
And if you want to do that, you probably do need to just get with them anyway. So like, there you go. You know, like.
Yeah, I guarantee you in the next year we'll be hiring too. So for all the followers out there watching, if you ever want to join our team, please reach out to me on socials or have Nick reach out to us.
I don't think he's with him.
I want somebody better than me. I want to train my replacement. So, you know, if you're out there and you think you can do what I do, I'd love to talk.
There we go.
So, all right, brother.
Yeah, Steve, thank you so much. You my man. And as usual, everybody, you're welcome.